Welcome to DentonRadio.com, powered in part by Classic of Denton. Well, good morning, everybody. We are coming at you a little earlier than normal here on DentonRadio.com. We are sitting in the studio with some heavy hitters in this community because there's some pretty important stuff going on downtown. If you have not been paying attention, this is going to fill you in. We are sitting down with Ryan Morris, CEO of First State Bank, as well as Dr. Brent Wallace, Chancellor of NCTC. Thanks very much for being here this morning, guys.
My pleasure.
We
Thanks
appreciate
for
it.
us.
So give us the rundown. Everybody has been hearing all the buzz and the rumors and all the cool stuff going on downtown with a very particular building that everybody's pretty excited about. So, Dr. Wallace, you want to give us the rundown?
Absolutely. We are very excited to say that we have been in the planning stages for really 2 years, honestly, of trying to find a location that served Denton, even more effectively than we've been doing for years. You know, we have our Corinth campus that's been very successful for us, but as 35 and as North Texas continues to grow even further north, we really want to make sure that we're able to serve our students at their point of need and where they're living. And then our relationship, of course, with the University of North Texas and Texas Women's University is very, very healthy and very, very wonderful. And so we want to be sure that we're also serving those needs. So we've started looking about 2 years ago, where could that be? And it was at that point that some things came to our attention, and one of those was that the Denton Record Chronicle was going to be transitioning in their history. We loved that location. We loved that building. And so we began to work with architects, work with folks, and see what that could really become. And so we're going to make some fun announcements this morning in about an hour
Very cool.
at that location. And so we're very excited about a campus coming to downtown Denton.
Which is really, really cool.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we to have an NCTC campus right here in the thick of it all is super, super cool. And one thing that I thought was really interesting in kind of looking into this and seeing the history of all this is a lot of people are going, oh, this is cool. NCTC's coming to Denton. Wait a minute. NCTC's had, I didn't know this. You guys have had facilities and things in Denton, long back,
right.
And you guys have been weaved into the Denton community and extremely involved in Denton's community forever.
Long time.
And so it's not NCTC's coming to Denton. NCTC's been in Denton forever and is getting a new facility right here in downtown to further what you guys have already been doing, which is really exciting.
You're absolutely correct. We've been in Denton County since the early 70s serving it, and then Denton, of course, was a part of that. And so we're just trying to find a more permanent hub.
Love it. It's going to be really, really cool. So I want to go back a little bit more into the campus to get some more details, but I do want to hear from our other guests this morning from First State Bank as far as and why you're here this morning and what all's going down and y'all's relationship to each other and all that good stuff.
Well, First State Bank's here because we've been partners with NCTC going back for many, many decades. We actually did some research and tried to figure out. It goes back at least to 73, but we suspect it actually goes back to the very beginning of the college in the 20s. And they've been wonderful partners and somebody that we feel is really important for the community. In particular because of our community involvement and how much volunteerism and charity work that we do and donations that we make to support our community. We really feel that dollars invested in education are the absolute most valuable dollars that any charitable dollar can create. What it gives back to the economy, what it reduces in social costs is just amazing from a broader economic perspective. But also on the individual perspective, when you talk to those students, what it does transformatively for their lives, for their families, for their quality of life and lifetime earnings is just amazing. And we're just thrilled to be able to be partners with NCTC on this venture.
Very, very, very cool. Well, it's going to be super interesting to get to see what that happens in downtown with all of this buzz happening and this new feature. It's going to be really, really, really cool to see. And we've talked a little bit before here on the radio about the unique need that NCTC fills for the labor force and all those kinds of things, and really in the business of there's a hole in the community that we need this in our economy, and NCTC is going to try and plug that particular hole. And it's very, very cool model of what you guys are able to do for this county and for this city, and it's just exciting to see. If you can see, I'm a fan.
And we're glad for that. That's awesome.
So there's a very special announcement that's going to be happening here in just a little bit down the street. You guys are going to be talking, and then there will be some further releases coming out and all that good stuff for everybody. Now I have to ask, and it's okay if we don't get it, but are we able to get the exclusive announcement here first, or are I'm just kidding. But anybody
Good
that
try.
wants to
Good
know,
try.
I'm on radio. I have to, but
you have to.
but anybody that wants to know should come downtown here
That's
in a
right.
little bit, and also stay tuned to both organizations as far as what's going to be coming and all that good stuff.
That's right.
Well, super, super cool. So if somebody is new to NCTC, go ahead and give us a quick pitch. Let us know a little bit about the campus, what everything that, or the philosophy over at NCTC,
Well,
all that good stuff.
We're one of the larger community college systems in the state of Texas now. So we fluctuate with enrollment between the 13th and 14th largest in the state, and there's 50.
Wow.
And so that gives you an idea that we are what is referred to in our, quote, industry. I hate to use that term, but it's true. We're a comprehensive community college. So we offer everything from your traditional academic core that you are probably going to achieve and then transfer to university. Mm-hmm. We offer career and technical education, which is really where you get at the heart of the need of business and industry in the community. So we're talking everything from a business management degree to welding to industrial mechanics to heavy machinery, those kind of things. And then we offer, of course, continuing education credits for anyone that's in a community that wants to take, hey, I need to know how to use my computer more effectively, or I've just bought, my grandkids gave me an iPad, what do I do? Right. Those kind of things are offered as well. Plus, we're very, very skilled in working directly with industry and customized training. We do tremendous amounts of that, anything from, we had at one point, a couple of years ago, we completed training for GE Locomotive, in which we trained 600 of their employees in welding and certain kinds of fabrication. Wow. So we're very, very talented in that. One of the things that I think is encouraging, too, is the relationship we have in Denton with our two major universities. We're one of their major feeder institutions. Those relationships are important because we want to make sure the students that start with us can transfer here at home. Mm-hmm. Can work at home if they need to, if they're a single mom or if they're a veteran and they need to, be close at hand with families or anything, that's capable of them to do that. But we can help them bridge that gap financially with equally rigorous course levels before they have to incur the more expensive remainder of their baccalaureate degree. Right. And then with the relationships we have with in University of North Texas in particular, all those community pieces that we used to not be able to transfer, like CTE credits, welding, etc., now transfer seamlessly to University of North Texas. So it's exciting.
Cool. Yeah. Well, and it's really going to be a super fascinating thing to see where people can truly live and get their start their education and all that kind of stuff right here in the city limits, and then pop on over to UNT and TW and all this kind of stuff and do it all right here.
Well, and I think one of the relationships that's healthy with the bank and from their perspective, not only is, as Ryan mentioned earlier, this importance of funding education, because it's hard to argue how important that is, but I think it also really provides your industry and other industries and business leaders an opportunity to come together and really hone in on what is important for the students we're sending out into the workforce in Denton. Yeah. And are we meeting that need, and being able to visit and have that relationship with business is also important.
Super cool.
One of the things that I've done with the college, I've been on their business advisory council for a number of years as well. And this is something that I don't see with a lot of other institutions that I think is amazing about NCTC, is that they actually get industry experts and business owners together and ask, what kind of training do you need for your workforce that is relevant? And they want to make sure that the degree programs and course selections that they have are very specifically tailored to the needs, the employment needs of the area, so that their students come out ready to work immediately.
Yeah. Such
we
a
call
cool
it putting
model.
the community in community college.
Yeah, I like it. I like it. Well, like I said, it's a very, very cool model that I don't know if everybody necessarily understands, where you really are looking around in the community and going, okay, there's a hole here, here, and here, and can we help to fill it and educate the workforce for this job opportunity that's available for them? It's a really seamless, perfect
I think you're right. I don't believe that people have understood the impact that NCTC has had on North Texas. We are very well respected statewide in community colleges. We are leading a lot of those initiatives that it's remarkable how far advanced NCTC is. Our instruction and our faculty are bar none, incomparable to most universities. Of course, I'm bragging, but it's something to be bragged about because NCTC is a stellar institution.
Well, and it's just such a great thing for the community, and I think the community loves having it here and is extremely happy to have it around and everything. That I've just never thought about it in the perspective of there are these parts, these holes that have to be filled in your workforce, and to have NCTC there makes all those opportunities possible. It's just really, really cool thing to see, and to see more and more and more of that coming into the Denton city limits, and more of it coming here to downtown. It's just going to be awesome to see what happens here in the next few years. It's really, really exciting. Well, guys, anything else we want to touch on before we wrap up? Because I think y'all have a big announcement to make down the street.
Stay tuned.
So well, guys, thank you very, very much for being here this morning.
Pleasure.
We really appreciate it. Guys, make sure you stay tuned to DentonRadio.com all day for your local entertainment. We're going to keep you posted on all this good stuff. But make sure you get on down here to downtown, because there's some cool announcements that you have to check out. Thank you guys very much for tuning in with us. Thank you all again very much for being here. We appreciate it, and we will see you guys here in a little bit. Well, thank you for tuning in. We hope you enjoyed the show. Be sure to check out DentonRadio.com for new Denton artists and where they're playing next. While you're surfing the internet, make sure you check out our friends Classic of Denton at ClassicofDenton.com.